Hi, Junie here. So the 80s were weird, but because I didn't grow up here, I kind of missed out. I did have, when I grew up, we did get He-Man, so that was really cool.
By the power of Grayskull!
But when I got here eventually, I found out that there was another series that ran next to it, a sister series, you might call it.
For the honor of Grayskull!
And that was focused on his sister, and I didn't see that. The only thing that I knew of that back in the day when I was like maybe 4th grade, there was a girl that had a shirt. They had She-Ra on her horse flying, and because I loved He-Man, I saw the similarities in design, but because I had never seen it, I didn't know that it was a thing. And then when I came here eventually, I found out about it. But yeah, because Netflix is rebooting the show, I wanted to draw her on her new design. And let's talk about She-Ra for a little bit. I know, it's not the She-Ra sword, but it's the one I had. So She-Ra is coming back to Netflix. The new series is called She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. And we don't know much about it yet. We haven't even seen a trailer. We have our few screenshots, and there was a reveal of the artwork of what the character will look like. This, of course, was met with some fan outrage and backlash, even though I don't get it. I see that the design, you can see it right here. It looks very soft, almost a soft style like Steven Universe style, but more close to the Voltron style. And on that note, it's also being done by DreamWorks Animation, so I have no doubt that the show is going to be good and engaging for all ages, since it is DreamWorks Animation. Some of the fan outrage or backlash is about She-Ra not looking feminine enough by a certain side of the YouTube sphere, and the channel Thought Slime made a good video about this, explaining like all the ins and details on who's fueling this outrage and where it's really coming from, and what we should be watching out for this kind of thing. And yeah, so Thought Slime, and the video is called We Don't Talk About She-Ra. And I'm gonna put the link down here so you can check it out for yourself and see what the outrage is all about. So that's the little intro out of the way. Let's jump into the drawing, and then something that I do want to say: I'm not doing this drawing on my Cintiq. I'm doing it on my iPad Pro using the app Procreate, which is a really good app. I've been loving it so far, and it was like $6, I think, for the whole thing. And also, another thing is the very beginning of this drawing was done by my friend Justin. When he was visiting me a few weeks ago, he was testing out the iPad, and he left a sketch of a very quick, just an outline of a character. It was blank, so I told him that I was going to use it for this, and that I was going to link him, so that you guys could check out his stuff too. And just another reminder that he needs to make more videos, because yeah, make more videos, man. Let's go to the video. So here we have the very quick sketch that Justin made of the little outline of a blank character, and because he made those lines around the thing is what reminded me of this new design of She-Ra. This new design, to me, it seems a lot like they took inspiration from the Magical Girl genre from anime. Even though She-Ra was pretty much a magical girl transformation and all, it came from He-Man. I'm not sure if they took inspiration from the Magical Girl genre from the 80s. Although even He-Man has a transformation scene and everything. So who knows? But yeah, I'm inking my face. I'm doing the tiara and the little wings that she has on the thing. I'm not sure if I like the tiara, the design that they went with. I think I prefer the old tiara design with the wings coming from the side of her face instead of the top of the head. But I do like how they designed the new suit. She has like little shorts, and then she has a little frills, almost like a little mini skirt, but it's not really a mini skirt. And I do like the boots. So here I'm playing with the hair, I wanted to make one long strand to the front, even though it's not in the design they showed for the new series, but I wanted to give it my touch, I guess. She has a lot of hair, like a lot of hair. Like I don't think I realized how much hair she had in the Age series, but I think they went like way past that here. And but it makes sense because at least she looks very different from her civilian form when she's not She-Ra, when she's just Adora. And I mean, it'd be hard to tell the difference between She-Ra and Adora now, at least. So here I am getting to do her gloves, and this kind of gave me a little bit of trouble. I guess I'm a little out of practice. Also, the iPad screen is a little. There's not enough resistance, I guess, when you draw, so it doesn't feel like paper or like the Cintiq. It kind of feels more like paper than the iPad screen does. It's my only little critique for the iPad when you draw on it. But in any event, let's get back to She-Ra. So here I am tracing the sword because I didn't feel like actually drawing. I just it was gonna look the same anyway. There was no point unless I did it at like an angle or like with perspective or anything. But I wasn't doing that, so I just went ahead and traced it. Yeah. So I kind of like the boots. They're not like normally you would expect heels on this kind of a show because it's a girly show, but that doesn't really make sense for like combat or anything like that. Even though it's fantasy, I mean. So, but I like that it's boots, so she can like run and jump and do whatever without having to worry about breaking a heel, I guess. And I had a bit of a hard time drawing the crest on her chest. I guess it's similar to the design that she used to have on her original design. It was like down on her stomach. Now it's like that flower thing that's on her chest. I wanted to do her little frills, I guess. I wanted to make them similar to the Sailor Moon skirts, so I did that. That's why it looks like that. Here I am picking the colors, just matching where the colors go, making some arrangements, and then looking at my gray, so I color over that. Although I didn't really use it in the same way because it's not really Photoshop. I thought I could do things on Procreate that I couldn't do, but I ended up, I still use it all the same. So here I am, like marking where the highlights go and where the shadows go, and I still have a lot of hair. So now I'm doing the golden treatment for the armor. So I haven't seen they haven't released a trailer yet, but I really think that it's gonna be a lot like a Magical Girl series. Like to me, from the design, I get a lot of Pretty Cure from it, more so than She-Ra. So I think that they're gonna be like really cool transformation scenes for her and the rest of the crew, the other power princesses of power. And I think that they're gonna maybe look at Pretty Cure for the action as well. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes when they finally release the trailer and when the series comes out in November. So here I am adding highlights to the eyes, and I think it's about done, because then after this I do some touch-ups for it on Photoshop, because there were things that I couldn't do on Procreate, or at least there were things that I didn't know how to do on Procreate. Rather, I'm sure you can do them, I just didn't know how. So yeah, there's I think that's the finished color version. Now I'm just like tweaking details of the armor, smudging it so I can blend the color better. I'm trying to add some effects by using layers and layered transparency and overlays. That's why I'm doing this. This also worked better on Photoshop than on Procreate, but I still used it. And the finishing touches, I might have overdone it a bit, but here we go. She-Ra, Princess of Power.
I am Adora, He-Man's twin sister and defender of the Crystal Castle.
So yeah, even though I missed out on She-Ra when I was growing up, I didn't see it at all. I know that I would have watched it because in his place I got to see Angel, the girl of the flowers, which is a Magic Girl series. They came about before Sailor Moon in the 80s, but Sailor Moon shares a lot with it. It's about a girl that uses the essence of flowers to gain abilities from them. At the beginning it's only dresses, so she just changes costumes basically with using flower magic, but then later she actually gains abilities from it, and that's when the series gets a little bit more action oriented. So it was kind of like the Sailor Moon transformation pen thing, kind of like that. So yeah, I think this video is coming to an end. Please let me know what you think of the new She-Ra design if you're gonna watch it. I can't wait for the trailer so I can see if my Pretty Cure connections are true or not. To me, it looks very much like Pretty Cure, and down to the outfits, the way that her armor looks. So hopefully we get that kind of action, because Pretty Cure does have really cool action scenes when it gets down to the actual fighting. I'm kind of disappointed with the way that it's being localized as Glitter Force. That it just kind of like completely locks it into a box, and I don't know. It just seems more silly than what it is, or maybe it was always silly and I just didn't know. But yeah, looking forward to the She-Ra remix. Remake. And yeah, if you're new around here, check out the rest of my videos. There will be some suggestions later towards the end. And if you want to follow my social media and follow up with my nonsense, my links will be over here. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and that's it. Bye.